Come inside and see all the oddities in my collection, said a dark and mysterious man in the dimly lit room. You enter, curious if nothing else, and have a look around. Your eyes meet a very strange collection indeed. Photos barely hang on the walls, and a great-grandfather clock. Not to mention several dishes strewn about the few tables in the room. Do not be shy, the man continues, leading you deeper into the house. You're a guest here. He smiles eerily. As you follow him into the hall, he leads you down to a door at the end of the narrow corridor, one of several. But this one stands out. This one, while the other doors bear a coat of aged and chipped white paint, this door, it's pitch black. The man produces a key from his coat pocket and opens the door, stepping aside. You may enter first. He still wears that enticing but, at the same time, frightening smile. As you walk past him and your foot hits a set of creaking wooden stairs. As you make your way down in the darkness, a light comes on. Modern marvels, he smirks, following you. You turn to question him, but before he can speak, he answers, looking you in your face. Motion sensors. They are fascinating, no? He chuckled as you descended into another dimly lit room. But this room is filled, not with furniture like the room you had come to when first entering the house, but with shelves of vials, flasks, and jars. This, my friend, is my real collection. My specimens. He said as the door closed behind you. Damn draft. He chuckled once more, not facing away from you. Go on, have a look around. I promise you will find something of interest. You give a quick nod and turn to the shelf closest to you. It's full of jars of you're not sure what. But you are sure that you do not wish to know as you move on to something else. The next shelf is full of books, and as you pick one out and open it to someplace in the middle, you are shocked to find a diagram on how to properly dissect a human body. With a quick snap of your wrist, the book is shut and you quickly replace it. The man clears his throat and you look up to him. Shall we move on? There is one more thing I want to show you before you leave. He walked to the seemingly blank wall, which is odd for this room, as almost every other inch of it is covered in shelves. He looked to the wall for an agonizing few seconds and pressed one particularly discolored stone, and in a few seconds, that section of the wall was moving. Note to self, oil those gears, he mumbles to himself as he enters the much darker room, flipping a switch to illuminate it in bright fluorescent lights. There is just one thing in this room. A very large cage, probably meant for a great ape or some such animal, but it is empty, save for a few brittle-looking bones. You look to him, another question on your lips, but he answers again before you speak. You hear a loud rumbling as the wall shuts itself, trapping you in here with this man. His smile grows as he looks at you. A new piece of my collection has arrived. A live specimen for the finest breeding from what I can tell. He says mostly to himself as you're busy trying like a trapped rodent to find your way out. The man takes out a syringe from the same pocket that held the key to the basement, And as you look to the wall to find that certain stone, you cry out as you feel the needle stabbing into your neck, just at the shoulder, and you fall to the dirt floor, unconscious. The last sounds you hear are the man's maniacal laughter and the sounds of a blade being sharpened.